I work hard to prevent wars and end the wars that are happening right now. I just want to say a few things about what's happening in the Middle East. So just want to start with a personal story. Actually, my cousin, his name was Muath, and he was the Jordanian Air Force pilot in 2014. That his plane got shot down. He got captured and burned alive by I.S.I.S.
Oh, boy. Jesus Christ.
Now that is a horrible family tragedy, and that's kind of what sent me on this path to figure out why are we in the Middle East in the first place. Well, you start and you realize, well, guess what? We invaded Iraq. We destabilized the entire region. We killed 1 million Iraqis. Thousands of U.S. troops died. We spent millions and millions of dollars, trillions of dollars, fighting a senseless war. So that's why I'm here today, trying to fight for peace, because I know what it's like. My family has been affected. Let's talk about Iran really quick. In the 80s, Iran and Iraq fought a brutal war that lasted 8 years.
Yes, they did.
A terrible war, and we supported Saddam Hussein in that war.
Yeah.
We sent them weapons, we sent them supplies, we trained their soldiers, we totally backed Saddam Hussein in Iraq. So flash forward, we toppled Saddam Hussein. Iran's foreign minister, Mohammad Zarif, diplomat, he offered the Bush administration at the time a grand bargain. He said, what we will do for you is we will stop supporting Hamas. We will stop supporting Hezbollah. We will help you come up with a two-state solution. We'll put our nuclear weapons on the table. We'll help you stabilize Iraq. We'll help you stabilize Afghanistan. We just want one thing. Don't invade us. Do you know what the Bush administration said? They said no. Bolton said no. Cheney said no. Bush said no. Because they were arrogant, foolish, war hawks, neocons. And they wanted to destroy Iran. They wanted to promote regime change. So that is so important to understand, that we turned down a grand bargain. Everything you hear people saying that Iran is doing is basically stuff they put on the table and agreed to stop doing. But look at where we are now. We are at a precipice of a major conflict. This could be World War III. It's true. I'm not trying to say stuff that's not true. It's absolutely true. Trump is basically on CNN right now. They're praising Donald Trump, saying he should be praised for not striking Iran. But let's look how we got here. He pulled out of the Iran nuclear deal.
That's right.
When Iran was in total compliance. The IAEA basically said Iran was doing everything they were supposed to do. They weren't developing nuclear weapons. But the Trump administration said it was a terrible deal and decided to pull out. And by pulling out, he is now imposing a brutal economic sanctions regime that has probably already killed thousands of people. Sanctions are war, people. People think we are not at war with Iran. Well, guess what? We actually are at war with Iran.
You want to get the sign?
Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about the 2001 AUMF really quick. Because Secretary Pompeo has said that the 2001 AUMF authorized use of military force against terrorists that was passed. That was passed after the 9/11 attacks. Is basically the legal authorization for us to go to war with Iran, because somehow Iran is working with al-Qaeda. Well, that's complete bullshit. Guess what? Iran is not working with al-Qaeda. Al-Qaeda are Sunnis and Iran are Shia. It's a little bit more complicated than that, but that's pretty much the skinny. They practice a completely different religion. But I think it's kind of working with al-Qaeda every single day. By default, yes. Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman, they are training al-Qaeda in Yemen. They are giving them weapons, giving them supplies, funding them in their anti-Houthi army. I want to talk about Yemen, if you don't mind, for a quick sec.
Genocide.
So with U.S. backing and the UK backing, Saudi Arabia and the UAE have blockaded the entire country of Yemen, cut off the flow of food, fuel, medicine, clean water, and now 14 million people are on the brink of famine. 1.3 million people have cholera. 10,000 new cases each week. This is the worst cholera epidemic in modern history. This is insane. And you know what's sad? The only thing you need to cure, the only thing that you actually really need to cure cholera with is clean water. That's all they need is clean water. But we're not allowing enough food, enough aid, enough medicine into the country. Since the start of the war, Saudi Arabia and the UAE have dropped 35,000 bombs on the defenseless Houthis. They don't have an air force. This is absolutely ridiculous. These are war crimes. Let's talk about the children. 100,000 children or more have already starved to death in Yemen. We are supporting a genocide, people. People can walk by, go about your day, go enjoy what you got to enjoy, but 100,000 people, 100,000 children under the age of 5 in Yemen have starved to death. And that blood is on our hands. There's actually some good news here, though. Right now, with pressure from hundreds of thousands of people, Congress is fighting back. I know some of you guys want to go completely outside the system, but there is a movement in Congress, and they actually just passed a bill this week to end arms sales in the Senate. Now, we need to show up in the streets, we need to show up at congressional offices, and we need to do everything we can to prevent war with Iran, to stop war with Yemen, and we need to stand together because we are only as strong as our movement and the unity that we have. So I'm just going to end it there. I just appreciate you all. Let's just keep it going. Let's keep the pressure on. No war with Iran.